Hello fans and friends across the universe, welcome to my YouTube channel From Me to You. My name's Keir Smith and today's video is a contest entry to Beatley Tone's Beatles channel. Tony, the host of Beatley Tone's Beatles channel, is coming up to his 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and he's running a contest which we can all enter, and we all have the chance to win either 2 Paul McCartney records, the albums New and Pipes of Peace, or a £40 Amazon gift card. Tony posted a video on his Beatles channel a week or so ago inviting us all to take part and enter this contest, and all he is asking for you to do is tell him your most treasured Beatles item or tell him your most treasured Beatles memory. And I'll put a link in the description box below of Beatley Tone's video so you can go over and view that and make your entry there. All you have to do is leave a comment and say what your most treasured Beatles memory is or your most treasured Beatles item in the comment section of that video, or you can make a YouTube video as I'm doing here and go over and let Tony know that you've done so. But you must be a subscriber to Beatley Tone's Beatles channel, so when you click on the link and it takes you to his video, when you make your entry, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. He wants the prize to go to a subscriber. All entries to the competition must be in by August the 12th, and then Tony will post a new video on August the 13th announcing the winner. So with that said, here's my entry to the competition. My most treasured Beatles item is my original 1968 copy of the Beatles White Album. It's got the embossed logo there and the top opening record sleeve, and the number is number 58,357. And I'm really pleased to say it's in excellent condition, to consider that this record is now nearly 54 years old. It's got the lyric sheet, it's got the 4 pictures of course, John, Paul, George and Ringo. And the vinyl too is in excellent condition. I don't know how well you can see that, but trust me, it looks like it's never been played. And the story behind me buying this record is I was working at Hillary's Blinds back in 1997. The first job I ever did. I was 16 years old at the time, and the receptionist who worked there knew I was a big Beatles fan, and she asked me one day randomly if I'd like to buy a bunch of original Beatles LPs. So naturally I said yes with immediate excitement, and I think there was 10 or 11 LPs in this bundle, and she said that she wanted £150 for them. I said fine, great, settled on the price straight away. And in this bundle there was Help, Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the White Album of course, Abbey Road, John Lennon's Imagine album and the John Lennon collection, and a few others. I've been a Beatles fan since I was 14 years old. As I say, I was 16 years old when I acquired these records. So to have these in my collection this early on into my collecting days, I was overjoyed. But back in 1997, these were pre-internet days for me, and I thought to myself, these have to be worth more than the £150 I paid for them. And I didn't really know how to go about checking the value of these things, but I knew a guy who did. There's a record store in the West End arcade of Nottingham City Centre called the Music Inn, and David Rose, the guy that runs the shop, kindly checked these out for me in his record collector book. And firstly, David said how well these records had been kept over the years, and he remarked on the quality of the vinyl. But when he came down to the White Album, he said that this one was the most valuable due to the quality of the record, the vinyl, and the fact that it was complete with the lyric sheet and the photos. And he said that due to the low number, this record was worth around £400. This was back in 1997. So as you can imagine, this blew my mind. I paid £150 for this bunch of records, and he's telling me this one alone is worth £400. And I remember him asking me, is this Beatles for sale? And I said, absolutely not. And I've wrapped this album in cotton wool ever since. I'm just so thrilled to have a genuinely rare Beatles album in such good condition with this low number, number 58,357. This, without doubt, is my most treasured Beatles item. And of course, my love affair with the Beatles' White Album is long lasting and will no doubt be everlasting. I absolutely adore everything about this masterpiece, and I often cite it as my second favourite album ever. And I watched a video recently on Beatley Tone's Beatles channel where he ranked all of the Beatles albums, and he put the White Album at #1, and he says that it's his favourite album of all time. So that's my entry into the competition. My most treasured Beatles item is my 1968 original copy of the Beatles' White Album, and let's hope I win. So all that leaves me to say is thanks Tony for the opportunity to win these prizes. I'll opt for the £40 Amazon gift card, please. And for anyone who's watching, make sure you make your entry by the 12th of August. Subscribe to Beatley Tone's Beatles channel and do check out some of Tony's videos. He runs a great channel over there, full of great Beatles content. He's just gone over 1,000 subscribers, thoroughly deserved. So well done, Tony. Thanks to everyone who watched this video, and we'll see you next time.